Hello people and welcome to today's episode where we are allowing the AI to tell us the top 5 things we should know about Moon Knight before watching the upcoming Moon Knight series. If you're new to this series, basically the way it works is that we give each AI varying list topics and we will give them points based off of which AI makes the best list. First place gets 3 points, second place gets 2, and last place gets 1 point for each episode. At the end of the episode, we will add the points to their overall totals. Currently, this is how the scoreboard looks. Each AI having 10 points. But today, that tie will inevitably be broken, and there will be a new victor. With all of that out of the way, let's jump right in. And we're starting with AI Dungeon. Top 5 can't read. Top 5 things you should know about Moon Knight before watching the upcoming Moon Knight series. I don't want a history about the comics. No. 1. Moon Knights are superheroes. Yes, that is correct. That's probably one of the smartest things I've ever seen any of the AIs say, just based solely off the fact that it was correct. Number 2, this is the story of the 3 Musketeers. You know what? I think I see the resemblance. Understandable confusion, AI Dungeon. They're basically the same story. Number 3, the 3 Musketeers are called the 3 Kings. No, they're called the 3 Musketeers. Okay. Number 4, the 4 Musketeers are called the 4 Kings. Oh, cool. I'm so glad that we've made our way back to counting with AI Dungeon. I don't know what it is with AI Dungeon, but it constantly counts. Like, it's its favorite thing to do. AI Dungeon is like a toddler who just learned how to count, and it wants to impress its mom and dad by counting all of the time. I am a very disappointed father right now. Number 5, one of the Musketeers is called the Fool, or Winky. Winky sounds like a Pac-Man ghost. Inky, Blinky, and Winky. Okay, well, that wasn't a horrible list. I can definitely see one of these AIs doing better, but a solid start. Now we're on to Novel AI. It says top 5 things to know about Moon Knight before watching the upcoming Moon Knight series. Number 1, he is an alcoholic drug addict who is in recovery and has been sober for a long time, but still has his drinking days. Wait, what? He's been sober for a long time, but he still has his drinking days. So Novel AI does not know what sober means. Noted. It continued, his secret identity is Mark Spector, a writer, political activist, and former boxer with a tragic past. And in parentheses, oh, I gotta continue. It's not fit. Okay, there we go. He was the victim of a serial killer named Jack Napier. That's Jack the Ripper, right? I'm almost certain. Hold on. Oh no, never mind. I'm so feckin' stupid. Jack Napier was apparently the Joker. He didn't play the Joker. He was the character the Joker. He's okay. Well, it's basically Jack the Ripper. Anyways, he was his victim, but apparently he survived. I don't know.
Were you killed? Sadly, yes. But I lived.
During one of his drunken binges, Spectre becomes infected by an ancient Egyptian moon goddess named Khonshu, which gives him the power to transform into a glowing bat-like creature. You know what? I'm surprised because some of that was actually true. I'm not sure how much of it was true. I'm not that big of a fan of Moon Knight. I mean, I'm gonna watch the TV show. I'm super excited about it, but the part about Egyptian stuff, that definitely has something to do with Moon Knight. The Joker, not so much. It's kind of mixing Moon Knight with Batman. Number 2, some people are against Moon Knight because he uses his powers for evil. Why would you be against him for that? But others say it's not about what you do when you're in your alter ego, but what you choose to become when you take off the mask. Okay, first off, I don't know why in is in parentheses, but beside the point, I like how this is implying that you can put on a mask and murder as many people as you want. But as soon as you take off the mask, all that matters is who you choose to be. Totally makes sense. Number 3, one of Moon Knight's most famous villains is Mr. Fear. He can project fear into anyone he touches or sees. It often turns them into mindless zombies that follow his every command. Moon Knight considers himself to be above such tactics, preferring more personal means of getting what he wants. This villain actually sounds kind of cool. Is he an actual thing? Mr. Fear. Mr. Fear is indeed an actual thing. I wonder if he fights Moon Knight. Is this a thing? It's saying he has something to do with Daredevil, but it'd be really cool if they fought each other. Oh, it is a thing? Mr. Fear fight Moon? Oh no. Wait, no, never mind. I thought those pictures were together. They're not. I'm confused. It's not looking like they actually are related, like within the comics, but they look a lot like each other. It's kind of weird that the AI picked up on that. They both have hoods, they both have glowing eyes. They freaking are basically the same looking person, except for one's white and one's black. It's very interesting that the AI added them together. It's kind of weird. Anyways, Moon Knight's better than him, is what it's saying. He also loves taking on the role of Batman. Of course he does. Is this talking about Moon Knight or Mr. Fear? Which one of them is Batman? In one issue, Moon Knight disguises himself as Bruce Wayne and infiltrates Gotham City's criminal underworld. Of course he does. There were a lot of things wrong with that last sentence, but in an effort to not nerd out, I'm gonna not say anything about it. You guys can tell me all the things you see wrong with that in the comments. But anyways, number 4. Even though Moon Knight is a superhero, he does not always operate in the same way other heroes might. This is gonna get violent, isn't it? He's gonna murder people. For example, his costume is made up of multiple pieces that he can use to change into different forms. Not only is he Moon Knight, but he is also Bruce Wayne, and he is also a shapeshifter. What can this man not do? However, these changes only last so long before they need to be recharged. Sometimes this ends up being too much work and he just goes back to his original form. There's some flaws in the shape-shifting technology. Number 5, Moon Knight is very into crime dramas like Law and Order and CSI Miami. Those are great shows, Moon Knight, I agree. He even thinks about becoming a detective one day. Why would you want to become a detective to fight crime when you can just do it as a vigilante? Doesn't make any sense. Oh my god, the sentence after the list. It says, the first episode of Moon Knight begins with an interesting scene where Moon Knight is seen at home in bed with a beautiful woman, but seems unable to perform. Too many spoilers, Novel AI, you gotta stop. I am so sorry that Novel AI just spoiled the beginning of the show for us. That was really uncool. Alright, finally we have the worst by far of all of the AIs, and I will not go back on that unless this list is just absolutely amazing. And we have Dreamly AI. Now, Novel AI's previous moments include not knowing what the Super Bowl is and some other dumb crap that was so stupid I can't even remember what it was, but I remember insulting the AI for not knowing what something else was. This AI sucks, but nonetheless, we decided to include it with the other AIs even though it doesn't deserve to be here. So here we go, top 5 things that to know about Moon Knight before watching the upcoming Moon Knight series. Number 1, he is an actor. His real name was Ludo. So Dreamly AI started this one off by just completely ruining all of my immersion. It said he's just an actor, he's not a real person. Like, I don't give a damn. Let me believe that Moon Knight's real, okay? Anyways, his name is Ludo. Number 2, he has a twin brother named Eerie, and they are the same age as he. Well, yeah, I would say so if he's his fucking twin. Number 3, his mother died giving birth to him, so she left the family in Ludo's care. Wait, what? It doesn't even matter if it's talking about Eerie or Ludo, they're twins. So no matter what, she left the family in the care of a child who was just born. I hate Dreamly AI so much. Number 4, while it was obvious that Eerie loved him dearly, he still never got along with Ludo very well, always preferring Argo or Gizmoda. What are these names, dude? He also hated that he would often get sent away when Ludo did something wrong. Ludo's dad would just be like, "Now son, don't say any curse words."
You, Dad.
Son of a bitch, Eerie, go to your room.
But Dad, I didn't even say.
Go to your fucking room. And finally, number 5, he was really good at acting and was one of the best actors I've ever seen. Well, that had nothing to do with Moon Knight, did it? But we got to learn a lot about Ludo, who is not the name of the actor who plays Moon Knight, but according to Dreamly AI, it is, and that's all that matters. Just let Dreamly AI live in its own little world, pretending like it's doing a good job. It's fine. Okay, so now I'm gonna go do a little bit of thinking to see which AI I think did the best today, and I will be right back with the results. Westbot, maybe you could put something sexy on the screen while I deliberate. Okay, I am finished deliberating and I have chosen AI Dungeon for 3rd place today, meaning it only gets 1 point. This list wasn't bad, but it wasn't amazing either. I kind of enjoyed when it talked about the 3 Musketeers. However, it continued to talk about the 3 Musketeers, and it just wasn't that funny, and it started to do its counting BS again, which just gave me PTSD from the Obi-Wan Kenobi episode. That was so horrible. For 2nd place, I went with Dreamly AI today, because it's rare that Dreamly AI's list even makes sense, and so we have to take this opportunity to give it more than 1 point. This list was another one that wasn't bad, but it also wasn't amazing either. I didn't mind it. It was funny and I got to do a funny little bit based off of it, but it was okay. I just loved learning so much about Ludo and his twin brother Eerie and about how he raised him as an infant. So stupid. And that means today's winner is Novel AI, and this list I feel was really good. Ever since we turned on eTerp, I think is how you say it, or uTerp, one of the two, it's been doing so much better. Like, Novel AI has been killing it every single time. But this list had a lot of great things. It talked about Batman, you know, it made up some stuff and it was funny. It also included some factual stuff, which I was impressed with. This list was just awesome. I had a lot of good laughs reading it. So this is the winner for today. That means the scoreboard looks like this. AI Dungeon in last place with 11 points, followed by Dreamly AI with 12 and Novel AI with 13. Still a really close game, but I think Novel AI really has a great chance of leaving the other AIs in the dust if it keeps this up. A big thanks to our Patreons today. You guys are amazing. If you enjoyed this episode, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to our channel if you haven't yet. Other than that, if you enjoy our AI content, you might enjoy this episode right here where I allow Novel AI to rewrite Batman. Or maybe you want to see some more AI versus content, and you can find that playlist located below the Batman video. Thank you guys for being here. I love you all so very much. I hope you have an amazing day, and I will see you guys next time.